Hi, today I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to make for 3 dinners this week. I'm going to be making a steak dinner, and then I'm going to be using that steak for 2 other meals this week. I am really excited. I love kind of changing up my leftovers just so I don't have to have the same thing. So let's go ahead and get started. I thought I'd just show you the ingredients that are going to go into this stir fry. I got some steak that is sirloin. Broccoli, I'm going to cut them up into smaller pieces just because that's how I prefer it. And we got the seasonings, so just some brown sugar, sesame seeds, ginger, garlic, black pepper, cornstarch to just thicken the sauce, olive oil, sesame oil, and this is Tamari, but you can definitely use soy sauce if that's what you have. I'm not going to use quite the whole package. This is 12 ounces, but I'm going to start off with cutting the broccoli. I prefer my broccoli to be in small bite-sized pieces, but definitely cut it in whatever size you prefer. This is ready. I'm going to go ahead and put it to the side and start on the beef. Moving on to the steak. This is 1.5 pounds, so I'm going to use the whole thing, and I'm going to cut it into thin strips. I'm going to go ahead and cook up the broccoli first. So I'm just going to put the broccoli that I cut up in an oiled pan. So I'm actually going to steam it first. I'm going to dump in a little bit of water. I'll cover it, and then I'll stir fry it after it's done. You can see it's getting kind of translucent, so I'm just going to let it kind of cook uncovered for a few minutes. And now it's ready to come out. So I'm going to take it out so that I can have a clean pan for the steak. I can add a little bit more oil, and I'll put the steak in. I'm going to season the beef simply with garlic and pepper just because I want flavors at every level of the dish. And now it's time to flip the beef. I cut the beef in really small pieces, so it's only going to cook about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. So I don't overcook the meat. As soon as I finished flipping, I went ahead and added in the broccoli, and I added in all the seasonings. So I'm doing ginger, sesame oil just a little bit because it has a really strong flavor, tamari, brown sugar, about a tablespoon, pepper, garlic, and about a teaspoon of cornstarch. And that's it. I will turn off the heat and let the sauce thicken for just a couple minutes. Alright, I just took it out of the pan. It looks really good. Sauce will thicken up a little bit more as it cools. I'm excited to have this for dinner. I'm going to cook up rice and cauliflower rice later on. So I cooked up rice per the instructions, and I went ahead and added a pack of cauliflower rice to it. So it's about like 1/3 cauliflower rice, 2/3 regular rice. I added tamari, and I also added about a tablespoon of peach jelly. It might sound weird, but I just think sweet and savory go super well together. And here it is. It was really good. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to be making some quesadillas. So I'll show you that now. So I still have leftover steak. This is like steak and broccoli. And I'm going to cut the steak up into smaller pieces and also probably use the broccoli. I have some grated Parmesan. I love using Parmesan because it's pretty low point and it's really strong in flavor. Some sharp cheddar, I have green onion, and then I'll use some tortillas. This might be super weird, but I'm actually going to use these kitchen scissors to cut up the green onion and also to cut up the steak. Just seems like an easy way to do it, and I'm all about using less dishes. So the pieces are all cut up. I'm just going to kind of get all the juice around it. I'm doing the cheese first, and then I'm going to add the toppings like the meat and the broccoli and onion, and then I'm going to go back and add more cheese. So hopefully it sticks together nicely. I'm going to go ahead and top all the rest, and then I'll add probably a little bit of seasoning. So I'll show you that when it's done. I still even have leftover steak, so I'll make something else with that tomorrow. You can go ahead and season it with whatever you'd like. Taco seasoning or maybe just chili powder. But I'm actually going to use this citrusy garlic seasoning blend that I got from Trader Joe's. It has a whole bunch of different seasonings, including garlic, onion, as well as cumin. So I'm just going to go ahead and close them, and I will cook them up. I just put it on a dry skillet. I'll cook it, I'll flip it, and I'll cook all of them that way. I thought I'd show you all of the sides. So I made a dip. It's just plain non-fat Greek yogurt with a little bit of salsa. It's super good if you've never had it. This is the salad. I just put arugula. There is some one cheese stick that I cut up, the cucumber and tomatoes, and I added some basil and strawberries. There's extra cucumber and tomato in case my toddler wants it. And I'll show you the quesadillas when they come out. Here is the one. It looks super tasty. I have the other one of mine on here. So it's just cooking away. This is super delicious. I'm gonna start making the sauce. So this is powdered peanut butter. I'm gonna add a little bit of peanut butter, some ginger. I love the flavor of ginger with peanut butter. Rice wine vinegar, tamari, and a tiny bit of sriracha. You can definitely add more sriracha if you like more heat. This is a very simple sauce, but it's very good. It's not super peanut buttery, but it's perfect for this dish. I'm going to be using the leftover cut up steak and broccoli and 2 of these noodle packets. I'm going to go ahead and start cooking now. So the first thing I have is water, and I'm going to go ahead and let this boil. I also went ahead and put the sauce in the microwave. I just wanted the peanut butter to melt so it kind of was smooth all together. So once the water comes to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and add the noodles. Now that the noodles have softened up a little bit, I don't want them to fully cook because I don't want them to get overcooked. I'm going to go ahead and drain them, and I'll add in that peanut butter sauce, which is simple but has a lot of depth of flavor. And I'm also going to add the beef and broccoli that I cut up the other day, and a tiny bit of brown sugar just because I wanted a little bit of sweetness. And I'm going to rip up some spinach and throw it in there as well for some extra greens. And this actually added a really good flavor as well. It is all ready. You can see the spinach got nice and wilted. The flavor was delicious. The steak I thought got better with each dish, just more flavorful, more delicious. It was really good. I hope you enjoyed this video. We really liked that steak and broccoli dish, and the quesadillas were really good, had tons of flavor, and the ramen with the steak and the peanut butter sauce, that was really good. That was probably my favorite, but they were all really delicious. If you have any recipes you want me to try, put them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I wanted to add that I do list all of the points below for those on WW, since that's what I'm on currently. So if you're interested in that, check out the description below.